Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the viewers of Islam channel, they are showing characteristics of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam himself. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you tawfiq inshallah to donate. We've got callers on the line. Junaid in Oldham, salamu alaykum.
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you, my dear brother?
I'm good, thank you.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Right, tell us the good news.
Could I donate £500 for diesel?
Of course you may! But first, what do you need to say?
Takbir.
Allahu Akbar! And of course his donation gets double! Brother Junaid, what's your message?
Could you please do dua for my family, please?
Of course, inshallah, it's being written down as we speak by Uncle Sajid. Thank you, my dear brother. Allah bless you. Keep us in your... I have heard this one horrible, horrible story of a primary school was targeted. The barrel bomb dropped from the sky. The children were in the school. It completely destroyed the school. A lady called Zaina, she came rushing out. All she could hear were children screaming. She came out. They're used to barrel bombs dropping. They're no longer scared of these, but she heard the children screaming. She came out and she said she stopped. She couldn't go any further. Do you know why? Because the men were bringing out parts of bodies of children from the primary school. She said, now the mothers and fathers have said that we're not sending our children to school. It's not, and it's not safe. It's too dangerous, and not because they're any safer at home. They're as much in danger at home as they are at school. But do you know what one of the mothers said? Do you know what she said, brothers and sisters? She said, if we're going to die, we'll die together. I will not have my children die at school and then I have to stay alive and deal with that. So no, we will stay together, we will stay at home, and we will die together or survive together. Those are the choices that our brothers and sisters are making. The choices that we make, do we have porridge for sahur or do we have fried eggs on toast? This is our first world problems. These are the real problems of the ummah. And we feel this, I know you feel this, because we've raised so much money here tonight.
If the brothers and sisters pay the zakat tonight is the best way to pay the zakat. You see that what they show in the video, what is happening. Pay your zakat for them is a maximum reward you get it. Bismillah subhanahu, because the people are dying, people are in pain. As you can see, these nail goes to their body. All they are in pain. All they are hand to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All little child, we saw a few minutes ago, our friend said, a little child is there and he reading the Quran. His face was full of blood, his body was shaking, and he was reading the Holy Quran. My heart was bleeding for that little boy. May Allah place you in paradise, inshallah. Please help these children with your zakat as much as you can, or pledge for it. If you want to pledge for it for the one big ambulance or 5,000, and it's 5,000 for these people which have died. They have a lot of reward which looking after these dead peoples. Is a lot of reward.
Alhamdulillah.
I want to follow my Prophet Sallallahu footsteps.
Sure.
Ya Allah, please make me among the Jannat Firdaus. That's all I ask. It's £5,000 I have kept for 3.5 years, and I'm giving it. Please accept this.
This is Iman. This is Yaqeen. No, stay with us, brother. This is what the ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is all about, brother. What you have done is the most beautiful. Your father will be so happy. Your father, his maqam is going to be raised because you're doing this in his name. Subhanallah. And Allah will take care of you. Allah will take care of your children. Allah will take care of you. Do you not think that if you give like this, that Allah will not take care of you? Allah will take care of you. You are taken care of, my beautiful brother. There's no doubt whatsoever in my mind.
May Allah give you long life. May Allah give you and your family a very long life. And the paradise in other words, inshallah.
Ameen. Takbir! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! And don't forget, my brother, the donation you've given is going to be double! So that £5,000, I'm assuming, is going to go towards the mortuary cold unit, inshallah. My brother, when you call the donation hotline, just give them your intention about where you want the money to go. But inshallah, it's truly amazing because what you've given is going to be doubled as well.
every donation that comes in is making a huge difference to saving lives. You know, we don't know where the barakah is, whether it's in the pound, the 10 or 1,000 subhanAllah. But when you give what is within your capability, it's about Allah rewarding you for the quality of the donation, not the quantity of the donation. But it's amazing how you've given everything from your savings. And that's when the proof of your iman is when you give, but you give when it hurts. And you give when you know that, you know, you're going to start to struggle and it's going to be challenging and difficult for you. So this is a real test, subhanAllah, of your iman, you know, and your understanding of tawakkul, your trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you, my brother. We'll make a special dua for everybody, you included, towards the end, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Let's go to our next call. We've got Zaid in Brad. I don't know how you follow that, but alhamdulillah, every donation counts, every single penny. Alhamdulillah. Osama.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Osama, how are you, brother?
I'm okay, what about you?
Alhamdulillah. I don't know if you just heard that last caller, the intention, the sincerity behind his donation. Wallahi, if it had been £1, we know that the sincerity behind that would have taken it to become £1 million, alhamdulillah. Osama, what good news do you have for us?
My parents have donated £1,500.
MashaAllah, that's amazing, brother.
Give us a takbir.
Takbir.
Allahu Akbar. And of course, what's happened to his donation? It doubled. So that 1,500, I'm assuming that's 1,000 for a hospital bed, and then £500 for the fuel for the hospital?
Yeah.
And then that gets doubled, so now it's £1,000 for the fuel, which will serve 1,000 patients. That will make sure that they can get their major surgeries, and it will keep their life support machines for 1,000 patients, alhamdulillah. And then the £1,000 hospital bed becomes 2 hospital beds, alhamdulillah. So people will not be operated on the floor, they'll not be left lying on the floor, they'll have some hygiene, they'll be on a bed, they'll have the heart monitor, they'll have the ECG, they'll have all the materials that they need. Fully equipped hospital bed. Jazakumullah khair. Brother, what dua would you like us to make later for you? And for your parents.
Could you make dua for my brother that he has passed his exam, please?
Inshallah. Which exam is he doing?
I think it was English.
Okay, alhamdulillah. May Allah give him success and all the brothers and sisters who are taking their exams right now. Please.
Sister Lester, who donated for the fuel, she made the dua for her family. Sister Alina in East Ham, little cutie of a girl, she made dua for her family as well. Sister Aisha, who donated her zakat, she wanted to make dua for her family as well. An anonymous sister who donated £1,000, please make dua for her sister. Samira from Woolwich, who's having dialysis at the moment, who was an inspiration to others. Please, can you make dua for her? Sister Ayan from Keithley, make dua for her family. Sister Usman from East London, if you can make dua for her. Brother Zia from Hounslow, his son passed away, and his name was Muhammad Sheikh. Brother Sister Nasim from Cardiff, who's got 4 kids and she's donated on their behalf. Sister Sophia donated £3,000 and whatever the greatest need was. And please could we make dua for her parents who are ill. Brother Saif from London as well made dua for his family. Sister Aisha from London. Brother Nadeem from Leytonstone. Anonymous sister from London who donated for an ambulance. Please can you bless her family, and the gift of donating for all her family members. Brother Saif from London, please can you pray for the whole ummah, and who donated on behalf of his family. Sister Aisha, for her sister Amina, please can you make dua that she gets better. Brother Adam, a dua for his brother and sisters. Anonymous sister from Liverpool, please can you make dua for her dad and husband who passed away. Brother Yasin and his sister Naila, who wants to become a professional footballer, please can you make dua that she becomes a doctor and he becomes a professional footballer. Sister Fatima from East London, please can you make dua that she wants to become a doctor so she can help people and help the family and help the ummah. Mrs. Khan from Manchester, please can you make dua for the ummah to unite. Brother Rashid from Oldham, please can you make dua for his family. Sister Sobia, mashallah, please can you make dua for her father and Iman, her dad's father as well.
May Allah bring best for them in this world and other.
Sister Tamzi, please can you make dua for her nephew and her brother who's been diagnosed with cancer. Sister Bushra from Chester, please can you make dua for her, Bushra, sorry, from Cheshire, whose daughter nearly passed away in the sea. Please can you make dua for her? Sister Zobia for her son's health that's not been too well. Anonymous sister, please can you make dua for her siblings who donated, for her dua and family.
May Allah bless the sibling and give him health and wealth and best in this world.
Sister Mariam from Scotland, Sister Amina from London, Sister Danielle from London, Sister Firdaus from Ilford, Sister Brother Yahya from Sutton, Sister Amina from Uxbridge, Sister Nassim from Kent, Sister Aisha from London, Sister Rehan from Southford, Sister Anya from Crawley, Sister Nadia, Sister Brother Azad from Derby, anonymous brother from Elmbridge who donated £22,000 on behalf of his family, Sister Aisha from London, Sister Tahira on behalf of the children and Palestine children, Sister from Birmingham who donated for an ambulance, and Sister Lisa who donated, Sister Ariza who donated a bed as well. Brother Umar from Popular, Brother Yahya from Birmingham, Brother Farah from Birmingham, Brother Asi from London, Brother Bilal, make dua for the family of Gaza, Brother Muntaj from Stepney.
Okay, we'll do some more. Say Ameen.
Those who are sick, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them cure. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give all of you hayat and tayyiba in Jannatul Firdaus.
Right, brothers and sisters, Sajid, let's start this again.
Yeah, we do. Okay, brothers and sisters, just to remind you tonight, this is a very special and emergency appeal for our brothers and sisters in Syria. What we want to do is make sure we can provide that hospital with the essentials to give life-saving critical care for our brothers and sisters in Syria, in central Syria and northern areas as well. Brothers and sisters, there's one doctor per 7,000 people. They're really strained for resources, pain relief, blood, hospital beds which are fully equipped, diesel which runs the hospital and keeps the lights on, the life support machines, as well as enabling the doctors and medical staff to do life-saving surgeries. Mortuary cold units, there's nowhere to store the bodies of our brothers and sisters. So often or not, they are just lying around, covered up, and they're decomposing, subhanAllah. This is a huge, huge problem, subhanAllah. It's a big problem because not only is the families are not able to recognise their loved ones, but again, it's spreading infection throughout the hospital, which is making saving lives very, very difficult. We need emergency ambulances to be able to transport our brothers and sisters back and forth from the sites of the devastation, from where these barrel bombs are being dropped, to take them to the hospital and back, subhanAllah, to transport. But also, we're to make sure that we can reach out to them to make sure that our brothers and sisters feel that they are not alone, that we are thinking about them. These are the final days of and nights of Ramadan. This could be the night of Laylatul Qadr. There's not much time left. About an hour or so left. This could be this is the 25th night. Could be the night of Laylatul Qadr. Let's seek the reward of that. Brothers and sisters, everything you donate tonight, that is your donation's going to be? No! We are on, and this is the total we have so far.
Go on.
SubhanAllah.
What is it?
We are currently on £650,000! Brothers and sisters, in 2.5 hours to 3 hours time, in 3 hours, we want to be able to at least get to that £1 million mark. We can do it.
Of course,
inshallah, once that money gets to Muslim Aid, they can make sure that all the necessary equipment, medical essentials, the beds, everything is delivered to the hospital. This amazing trauma hospital that's looking after our brothers and sisters, subhanAllah.
We've got Kadra in London. Kadra, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam, brothers. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. How are you, dear sister?
I am doing well. I'm just moved by some of the calls that have been made tonight and everyone's effort.
It's been an amazing night, subhanAllah. It's been, when we started the night, we all started in tears. And for me personally, it's been very, very difficult for some very personal reasons. But you know, I think everybody watching is just everybody can identify with a part of this, and it's moving the ummah, mashallah.
SubhanAllah. I'd just like to make the offer the gentleman who called and gave his inheritance. That really inspired me. That was such a sweet thing to do. Just make the offer the ummah, and may Allah ease the pain.
Ameen.
Yeah, but anyway, tonight I have donated £250.
Yes, mashallah. Sister, give me a big takbir. Allah Akbar. Your 250 is double, which means that you've actually provided £500, which is fuel for the hospital, and that means that 500 people will get their major surgeries done. They'll have their life support machines going. You've saved lives tonight, mashallah.
Inshallah.
May Allah bless you, my sister.
Don't cry, be happy. It's amazing. SubhanAllah. So much barakah.
Alhamdulillah, we cry because we're so grateful. Allah has given us this iman to even do this. Alhamdulillah. Sister,
okay. Can I just ask you something that for my mum and dad and for my siblings and just for the whole Umrah and the people who are, taking the donations, working on the donation hotlines, and all of you guys in the studio and everyone who's donated, and the people suffering all over the world. And I hope Allah is suffering.
Ameen. Beautiful dua. Sister, may Allah bless you. Keep us all your du'as. Keep the Syrians in your du'as in these last few nights. Take care, my sister. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
SubhanAllah. Let's get to Adam.
Ashwaq, are you there?
Hello, yes.
Yay! Sister, assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Wa alaikum salam. It's Ashwaq from Slough, brother. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much for calling up again. What good news do you have for us on this beautiful night?
I was wondering if you doing donation for ambulance?
Yes, we are! £10,000 for an emergency ambulance.
Okay, I would like to pay for £500 for ambulance, towards ambulance.
MashaAllah! Give us a takbir, sister.
I'll take there.
Allahu Akbar! And a quick dua before we go to a break. We're going to a break in literally 45 seconds. So give me a quick dua that we can make for you later.
Brother, can you make it dua for my children, Hani, Layla and Hanan, please? A special dua for them.
Of course. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters. We are already on the past the 25th night, subhanallah. This is the Muslim Aid live appeal here on Islam Channel. Tonight is all about reaching out to our brothers and sisters in Syria, reaching out to them and saving lives. You know and I know this war has been going on for many years, but tonight is really an emergency situation because there is one of the most critical, most important hospitals in the region in Syria, which is really specialised around trauma care.
Asma from Birmingham, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Asma, assalamu alaikum. Sister, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, we are very, very well, alhamdulillah, compared to others. Unfortunately,
I mean, I know you're tired at this point in the night, but I can also hear the extra anguish in your voice. Have you been watching the appeal tonight?
I have been, brother. Actually, I've been tuned in from the beginning, and it's come to a point where I can't bear it anymore. And I thought, I need to switch the TV off now. I need to head to bed. I actually donated as soon as the appeal came on. Again, it wasn't much. It was as much as I could afford at this moment in time. I donated £300. I did it straight away as soon as the appeal came on.
MashaAllah.
And the lines were really busy, and mashallah, there was a lot of people calling, and mashallah, they've had amazing donations tonight, so alhamdulillah, I'm really happy about that.
Well, do you know what? We're only £95,000 away from £1 million! Amazing, subhanallah. Sister, you have to give me a takbir.
Takbir.
Allahu Akbar!
The total is coming up very closely to just over 405,000. And then the 410,000, mashallah. Now, don't forget, when that is doubled, 411. So when that's doubled, that comes to £822,000. So we need another £80,000 or so to get us to the £1 million, because then that 80,000 is doubled, and that gets us to the 1 million, subhanAllah. And the reason why I focus on the million, because we know we can do it, we can do way above that. But we need to do that tonight. We can get that emergency treatment to the people, inshallah.
Bismillah. Okay, Sister Asma, you're always calling up. We love you for the sake of Allah. We love your family for the sake of Allah. Take care of yourself, inshallah. We've got to get through these calls. Take care, inshallah. Get some rest. Assalamu alaikum.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. My sister, really important night. We need to just make sure we can maximise every donation so we can get it to our brothers and sisters there. Make sure we stock this hospital so it can serve the people. How can you help tonight or this morning?
I'd like to donate £300.
Yes! So you're going to get a us a takbir, please.
Takbir.
Allahu Akbar!
And your donation is my sister, that's 50 litres of blood. Urgent transfusions needed. You saw in that clip there was a young boy, probably about the age of about 10, and on his chest was A+. I believe that's probably his blood group. Imagine you've got to write all this information on the bodies of our people, just so we know what to give them, subhanAllah. That's just so undignified, but that's all they can do. Sister, Jazakallah khairan for that. We're going to make a dua for you and your family. We've got so many callers to get through. Take care. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. An anonymous sister in Circle Friends. Assalamu alaikum, anonymous sister.
Assalam, brother.
How are you, sister?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. I think you've called before, haven't you?
I did.
Yes, I remember you. Sister, we're almost there.
I
How
want
can
to
you help?
donate 300 pounds
Yes!
to the blood, brother.
But you're going to give us a takbir, sister.
Takbir.
Allahu Akbar! And your donation is double! So that £300 is providing 50 litres of vital blood for transfusion purposes, for injured brothers and sisters, and little sons and daughters, inshallah, subhanAllah. How does that make you feel?
Better.
Alhamdulillah, we should feel so happy. Absolute, sister. Stay tuned in. We're going to make a dua for you and for your family, inshallah. We're going to take more calls. Don't worry, you know, when we make dua, Allah SWT knows what is in your heart, and inshallah, that dua, inshallah, will be answered if it's good for you. Okay, sister?
Thank you. Jazakallah khair, brother.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I love you all. Come on.
Tahira, assalamu alaikum. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, how are you, brothers?
Alhamdulillah. Oh, Tahira, how are you doing?
Yeah, it's me,
Of
yeah.
course it's you.
I was in masjid doing my tarawih and the tahajjud, and after each rakat I was just praying for you brothers and for Muslim Maid.
Well, alhamdulillah, your du'as are working because we're less than £100,000 shy of making £1 million. Probably at about £90,000 now is all we need, or £80,000 I think it was. So we'll get balance shortly, inshallah. So Tahira, alhamdulillah, you've had a night of salah. Now it is time to give your sadaqah. What are you going to give to us?
I'd like to, it's just a small thing for the 25 litres of blood,
That's
inshallah.
not small, that's massive. That's £300. Give me a takbir.
Takbir.
Allahu Akbar. And of course, what happens to that donation? It gets double. That means you're providing how many litres? 50 litres of blood for the blood bank. That's
And
saving
brothers, can I just say
lives.
one thing? I just wanted to say, may Allah reward all of you, and may Allah bless the whole of Ummah, and may Allah bless Syria, Palestine, all those children in need, inshallah.
Inshallah. Ameen.
And may Allah bless you, Tahira, for your constant support and your constant giving every night, mashallah, mashallah.
Thank you, sister. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, so we're going to, was a message, I'm not sure what it reads.
Which it says, ask the Sheikh to do dua for an anonymous sister's son, Muhammad, who has autism. Do dua for her family as she has donated.
Sheikh Faisal,
could you mind?
Would you take a dua for this sister? Her son's got autism.
Her son called Muhammad. He's 9 years old and he's got
May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless the sister. Whatever thing you have given, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it as a means to cure your sick. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring peace and tranquility in the house. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you all hayat and tayyiba and jannatul firdaus.
Ameen. Jazakallah khairan, Sheikh. We've got Assalamu alaikum, Yusuf.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you, Yusuf?
Okay.
Alhamdulillah, Yusuf, all the way from Newcastle. Yusuf, tell us some great news.
I'm going to give £1,000.
What's 10? Is that £1,000?
One hospital bed.
Oh!
I'm going to give one hospital bed.
Yeah! Yeah, but you gotta, Yusuf, you must shout takbir really loudly first. Allah Akbar! MashaAllah, and your donation is double! So that one fully equipped emergency hospital bed now becomes 2! SubhanAllah! How do you feel, Yusuf?
Okay.
Okay! You should feel amazing, mashallah. Your family should feel amazing. What a beautiful contribution. What is your message, your dua?
I'm going to give it's from my two sisters. It's from my two sisters.
Okay.
Me and my little baby brother.
Oh, mashallah. So there's 4 of you, mashallah. That's amazing. May Allah want to accept it of you. We're going to write your name down. The fact that you've got 2 sisters and you are 2 brothers. Jazakallah khair, please.
a doctor was here on the couch earlier this evening, and he worked in that hospital. You know what he told us? He told us that 70% of the people that pass away in that hospital didn't need to pass away. That if they had had the bandages, if they had had the cannulas, if they had had the tubing, if they'd had the machinery, if the hospital had the power, if they had the diesel so they could run the machineries and the lighting and everything else, if they had the staff, if they had this, if they had that, if they had the ambulances, they've got one ambulance. Sometimes if a bomb drops in Aleppo, for example, to get from Aleppo to the hospital might be 2-3 hours by road. So imagine it's 6 hours both ways. It can only take a few people in the ambulance at any one time, maybe sometimes only one, if they're critically ill. And of course they're going to take the highest priorities first. So imagine what happens to all the other people. By the time they go back, they've already passed.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You're watching the Muslim Aid Live with us, the final appeal for Muslim Aid. This is our final appeal here as well. This is the last remaining days and nights of Ramadan. Our beautiful guest is leaving us. We do not know if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has written our qadr for us to be alive next year, subhanallah. But we pray that Allah allows us to see another Ramadan, for our slates to be wiped clean. We want to make sure that we use the last remaining days and nights to change our personalities and those things about us that we dislike. If you are somebody who wants to be more giving, want to give more in sadaqah, this is a beautiful time for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to open your heart and for you to become and form that beautiful habit of giving in sadaqah, like the blessed Prophet, peace be upon him, subhanallah. But that means you just have to reach in your pocket and give. Once you give, it becomes addictive. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opens your heart and makes you want to give more. And don't worry, because time and time again, we're always saying that when you give in sadaqah, it doesn't reduce your wealth. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opens up many avenues and doors of rizq that you've never even thought of. Each one of us here, be it the Shuyukh, be it Abdul Kalam, be it Faraz, myself, the camera crew, the staff, hotline people, everybody, even the viewers, have testified time and time again how their lives have changed, how there's more barakah in their lives, more happiness, how people have been ill, and alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given them shifa, how people have had marriages that have broken up, alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has joined their hearts, people who wanted children, Allah, alhamdulillah, has granted them children, how we know that, there's distance between parents and children, Allah has bridged that gap, subhanallah. When you wanted a job, Allah has brought something to you. It's amazing how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just can change our life just through the act of giving sadaqah. When there's a calamity coming towards us, something bad coming our way, giving in sadaqah removes that calamity by over 70 years, subhanallah. Brothers and sisters, charity, sadaqah, extinguishes sin like water extinguishes fire. This is such an important thing to remember. Brothers and sisters, the last nights, do not waste these minutes and hours of Ramadan. Step forward and donate. Like a brother donated, he got inheritance of £5,000 from his father 3 years ago. And that's the only savings he had. We were not expecting him to donate all of it. We didn't ask for that. But he felt that need and he felt that calling and he heard the cries and he could see the tears and he could see the emotion in that father's eyes when he was hugging his son for the last time because they could not save his life for lack of treatment and lack of equipment. He could see that and something in him sparked an emotion and he came forward and said, "This is my inheritance, take it. This is of no use to us, it doesn't help my father. But the ajr, the barakah that he's going to get from that sadaqah jariyah, that is going to help him." And I believe in the promise of Allah that when we give, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will return that. That is the amount of iman this brother had, and all he had was the £5,000, subhanallah.
There was a sister who gave, she was very emotional, mashallah, she gave £300. Ruqayya from Bradford, mashallah. Anonymous from Stoke-on-Trent, Sumaya, she wanted dua for her children, her health, the ummah and all the innocent Muslims all over the world. Tahira, our wonderful Tahira, always calls up. He just wanted du'as for the ummah and for Palestine, for Syria. Zainab, who gave so generously for her family. Noreen and Faisal, the husband and wife, mashallah, give £1,500 for the ummah and to increase them. And my dua for them is to increase them because they've got such beautiful hearts, to increase them so they can give more. Ayrat, who gave £100, she made du'as to give her £100,000. So and to give her ease in her life, and to help her problems that she has with her husband or in getting married wasn't quite clear, but also to get a good job. Usman for her brothers and sisters, Nasima for her family and for her, Usman, Fatima for Syria, for her children, Sophia for the Ummah, Mrs. Khan for her daughter to get well, Soraya, wonderful Soraya who calls up for all of her daughters, mashallah, Aymuna, because she's going through tough times with a marriage, job, her father passed away, for Zara, for her children, for her parents who passed away, and for her grandchildren, and for Ahsan Ullah, who wants to get a better job, and he made sure to say that Syria, you are not alone, alhamdulillah. And there are many, I'm not sure if we've done all these names, but alhamdulillah for all.
There's Muhammad for his family and for the Muslim Ummah, Mrs. Khan for her family, Ashway for all her daughters, Nazia for dua for her cousin who died of kidney failure, Adila for the Ummah and the suffering around the world, Awais for his daughters who had complications, they were born, had to be fed through a tube, subhanAllah, Junaid for his family, Syria, and many others, subhanAllah.
And I've got Asma here, of course, a wonderful Asma from Birmingham who donated so generously again tonight. Sadia, there was a London sister, I didn't write her name down, but she was basically saying that she wished that she had done more in her young years before she had children. So I want to dua that Allah puts you in His service. Alhamdulillah, you gave so generously today. Samina for her mother-in-law and for the Ummah and for her father and mother. And finally, for a anonymous brother in Sheffield, they gave £2,500, mashallah, for the Ummah. Lutfur Rahman for his family and for his mother and for his father-in-law. And for Saeed and for Ummah and for Uzman.
Subhanallah. Alhamdulillah. Ameen.
And with faith in the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah give him health and wealth and a long life.
Ameen. Ameen. Brothers and sisters, literally it's only a couple of minutes left. Sheikh, would you kindly make a dua, and then we'll make a few comments and end, inshallah.
May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all the donors. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all the viewers also, all over the world. Any problem you have, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take it away from you. For the pregnant women, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make their pregnancy become very easy, and delivery also become very easy for them. And those who are looking for children, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provide for them. And those who have, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide them. Those who have married, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless their marriage. And those who haven't, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them their suitable partners. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless these innocent children. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make people's heart go to them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect them and give them the cure that they need. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive all the brothers and sisters, all the believers who had gone to the grave beyond. May Allah forgive all of them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us all live as Muslims and die as Muslims. And may Allah give you all hayat and tayyiba and jannatul firdaus.
Ameen. Ameen. Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. I'd like to remind you of the last days and nights of Ramadan. Please make the most of it. These are the days that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saves us from the hellfire. Keep making dua, make humble dua. Whatever your heart wants, make sure that you make that dua, especially when you're in sajda. Make that heartfelt dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I pray, and also just a reminder that remember that take each day as it comes and enjoy it. Make sure that whoever you're with, your friends and family, treat that time with them as if that's the last time you will ever see them again. Because believe you me, if you have that in your mindset when you're with people, then you will never be unhappy. You will always make sure that you are the best that you can be. Put aside all your phones and your other devices, because that means nothing. Be in the moment and spend time with your loved ones. Learn from them. Make sure that you learn from your parents. Make sure that you benefit from the du'as, because when you're shrouding their body, that is the end of the good that they can do for you, subhanallah. So my brothers and sisters, when you have your children, don't waste your time on the phone and TV. Nurture them, because that's what they're going to be the future leaders of this ummah, subhanallah. Make sure you sponsor orphans, give in sadaqah, excel in these last few days and change those things about yourself that you do not like. I'd like to say thank you to Muslim Aid, all the Islam Channel staff, you, the viewers, everybody who's participated, given us the honour of being here. It really has been an amazing honour. And I'd like to thank you all, Jazakallah for that. And from me, I apologise if I've upset or offended anybody. I love you all for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Please make dua. Please make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allows me to be here again and to see another Ramadan. Because Allah, we don't know if this is our last one, subhanAllah. And I help the brothers and sisters of Syria. We know we're going to hit the 1 million mark after tonight. We can do it. We can still call the donation hotline. Let's show them that we still care. I love you all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wounded. Dying. But when hospitals and emergency medical services are attacked, the situation becomes even more critical. Our children are left untreated with horrific wounds. Pregnant women, new mothers, our sisters are left uncared for, the elderly forgotten.
نحن الأطباء في مشهد صعب وحرج ونحن مستهدفين والعديد من زملائنا الأطباء استشهدوا بهالظروف الصعبة هي ولكن نحن مصممين على أن نبقى في المستشفى لنخدم أهلنا ولو مهما كلفنا الثمن ولو متنا هون.
There is still hope. With your help, Muslim Aid will do whatever it takes to get emergency medical support to our brothers and sisters. To let our brothers and sisters know that we are here to serve and will not leave their side, treating the critically injured and ill. With your support, we can make sure that no young child, no mother or elderly person is denied their right to immediate medical care. Your donations will allow doctors to do life-saving surgery and treatment, giving them supplies of medication and equipment to ease the heavy burden of running an essential hospital. Come to the aid of your brothers and sisters. This is your opportunity to heal Syria.
على سمك وجبر عربي حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل بتاريخ 21/8/2013 حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل.
We can't do it without you. When you give, we serve. Please, if there's anything you do tonight, pick up the phone and call our donation hotline.